This is Task Chase, a unique account where I aim to complete everything RuneScape has to offer, one task at a time. Last episode, we rolled a task to obtain our very first piece of the Rogue's equipment, which can be obtained from the minigame within the Rogue's Den. The maze within the Rogue's Den is fairly straightforward, especially if you're using Runelight, where the player must navigate various traps and obstacles, and then crack a wall safe at the end in hopes of receiving a Rogue's equipment crate. But first, we need to get 50 agility and 50 thieving. First things first, the XP lamp from the end of last episode, it's going on prayer, sue me. A fair few hours later, we managed to get 79 marks of grace on this grind. But with the nature of the account, we can't use any of these on the graceful equipment because that's not our task. But here's 50 agility. We made our way over to the fruit stalls in Hosidius for thieving, and something a little special happens. No way! Oh, fuck off, no! Oh my god, whoa! That's insane. Nah. The rate of obtaining Rocky from a fruit stall is 1 in 124,066. And obtaining that at just 49 thieving is very, very lucky. Up to now, this is the luckiest account I have ever had. Did we get it on the first one? No. There we go. Only took 3 rounds. That's not bad at all. Right, what do we get first? Who picked that? You just don't. Alright, let's get the mask. Task complete. Let's mark that as complete and roll a new one. Complete. And generate. Get 5 uniques from medium clues. Alright, we can do that. Medium clue scrolls offer fantastic opportunities to progress the account. Aside from the obvious, being the uniques we can receive, I'm talking to you Ranger Boots, the steps required to obtain the caskets can each bring a grind of its own, such as leveling up to equip and create items and even completing quests. Finally, an even bigger one, unlocking new areas of the game, meaning we can access new shops and new training methods. I had a medium clue scroll in the bank, so let's see, do we get any uniques in our very first medium? That's so actually, a U short bow? I think that's pretty good. I can't wear it yet. And nature runes. I'm just coping here. With our little buddy, we've moved into our new home. We're going to be here for quite some time. Also, this, on this, unlocks our first protection prior. Whee! It's happened. We've got to go to Krondor. You know what that means. Dragon Slayer. So we need to get 32 quest points. Romeo and Juliet completed. Ernest the Chicken completed. X marks the spot completed. Bugs Assistant completed. Goblin Diplomacy completed. Cheap Herder completed. I do not recommend this quest if you value your sanity. Pirate's Treasure completed. We can now do Dragon Slayer. This wasn't the most courageous of battles, but Elvag was kind of fucking us up, so we had to resort to flinching. We got it done in the end though. Oziach, my old rune plate wearing buddy. We've defeated the dragon. Everything's all good. Give me that XP, mate. Is this clue worthy of slaying a dragon? No. Whoa, now that's the step I have been dreading. Fuck me, this is going to be a grind. This step requires us to equip mystic gloves and a blue dragon hide body. For a normal account, This is a relatively easy step to complete, but anybody that's played Ironman knows this is far from easy. Now, I could drop this clue and completely avoid a grind that takes well over 30 hours, and all of you would be none the wiser. But is my name Task Avoid? Absolutely not. We're going to get it done. This grind is going to split up into 3 phases. Phase 1, acquiring the blue dragon hide body. There are 2 ways an Ironman can obtain this. Either as a drop from brutal blue dragons, or getting 71 crafting to make one. And at this stage in the account, unfortunately, 71 crafting is the only viable option. In order to get 71 crafting, our best bet is glass blowing molten glass. And the raw materials of molten glass are buckets of sand and soda ash. And you know what that means. Every Iron Man's favourite activity, buying them from charter shops. In order to get 71, we need to make and blow just shy of 11,000 molten glass. I've spent most of my cash stack on sand and soda ash, so I think we need to make some more money. I think now that we're 50 agility, the agility pyramid will actually be viable. The agility pyramid, or as I like to call it, the money pyramid, is one of the best, yet most frustrating early game Ironman moneymakers. The player must navigate various obstacles on the way to the top of the pyramid, and once they reach the top, they can claim a pyramid top, which may be handed in to Simon Templeton for a whopping 10,000 coins. As much as this place did make me want to throw my keyboard out the window, we stayed here, got 160k and managed to get 53 agility. So that money should last us. I've been running backwards and forwards on this dock for what feels like an eternity now. We go up to 5k buckets of sand and 5k soda ash. If you've ever done sand and soda ash from charter ships, you will know it takes fucking ages. Me and Rocky have done enough cardio for a lifetime. I think this should be enough for 71. I pray, because I do not want to do this again. Making the molten glass has actually been such a nice change of pace up the world hopping simulator at charters. We've even been able to do bits on mobile. And there's the final bit of molten glass made. It actually goes all the way to 57 crafting. So we've now got 10,812. And there's 71 crafting. That took a hot minute. After the crafting grind, I did decide to treat myself to an amulet of power and strength. Phase 2. 50 range to equip the blue dragonhide body. This doesn't really need much saying. We're just going to AFK at sand crabs until we reach 50. Just over 5 hours later, there's 50 ranged. This was a pretty chilled grind, to be honest, and didn't take as long as I thought it would. The third and final phase, Mystic Gloves. These can be bought in the Wizards Guild. However, in order to gain access, we need 66 magic. But we can make use of Wizard's Mind Bomb to get a +3 boost from 63. So in order to get 63 magic, we're going to make use of the elemental weaknesses to get the most bang for our buck and head over to the Asgarnia Ice dungeon. I've spent all my GP on runes for fire strikes. I know this won't get me to 63, but let's see how far we do get. This is going to be the last kill of the trip. I did make a tactical change to Ice Giants because they do drop a lot more GP and it helps recoup some of the money we spent on runes. And we did manage to get almost 60 magic, so I guess we're going back to the money pyramid. I definitely got carried away here, got all the way up to 250k. But this place is so much more bearable with a better agility level. Like when I was 50, it was just so shit. And there's 63 magic. We did manage to get all the way up to 40 prayer here. So that means we've got 2 out of the 3 protection prayers unlocked. That's so nice. Drinking this should let me in. See, does that boost me to 6-6? Yeah, nice. I don't think I need the hand in the sand for the armor shop, but let's just try. I hope not. Right, sweet. So we just need the gloves. I know there is a step on mediums that requires a Mystic Robe bottom, but I'm going to leave that. I might not get it. Future Sug here. You do need it, so you should have just fucking bought it. And there's the last item for the clue. Oh, that took so long. This grind took around 40 hours. Was it worth it? I'm scared to click it because I just know it's going to be shit. Oh my god. Before we head back to the guards, I'm getting myself one cheeky little upgrade. Since though we got all this cash, we might as well. Oof, that was expensive. But look at that. We are looking good. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no. That's a shared unique in it. Casket. Down. Oh. Is that the one I think it is? Yep. That requires us to complete Lost City so we can unlock Xanaris. And Xanaris gives us a new Slayer Master for when we get back onto the Slayer grind, and also 2 new weapons in the form of the Dragon Longsword and the Dragon Dagger. And there's Lost City completed. It's always such a nostalgic quest to complete. Whee! Last one. And once again, the clue gods have blessed us with needing an adamant square shield and a bone dagger. Nowadays, with the release of Varlamore, getting an adamant square shield is a piece of piss. You can just buy it. But since we've not unlocked Varlamore yet, we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Get it as a drop. But I'm going to go for the bone dagger first, and you'll see why. Lost Tribe completed. This is why we went for the bone dagger first, because as well as being able to buy that, we can buy the crossbow and bone bolts, which is a really cheap and effective way to safe spot things, which will come in handy because we're going to be safe spotting some big ass trolls to get the adamant square. Even with our new crossbow, these take fucking forever to kill. But do we go dry? Of course we don't. We always get spooned. We got it in 8 kills. Were we rewarded for getting lucky? Of course we were. We got slapped in the face with a mithril boots grind. Oh, fuck off. If you didn't already know, mithril boots are dropped by jellies, and jellies have a slayer requirement of 52. We're already 47, so it's only 5 more levels, so we're back to our buddy Vanica. You know exactly what happens when we do Slayer. We get passive tasks. Hey, there's 52 Slayer. Let's get them boots. I'm killing the warp jellies in the catacombs instead of the normal ones, and that's because the myth boots actually have a drop rate of 1 in 128 from the normal ones, whereas here it's a rate of 1 in 64. So we shouldn't be here too long, or will we? Of course we won't be. We got them in 16 kills. That's also a task. Was 5 Slayer levels worth it? Oh yes, that's number 2. Just when you think you've done all the grinds for mediums, this comes up. That's Underground Pass and a bit of Regicide. Now, you might be wondering, why all of that for an adamant halberd? That's because absolutely nothing in this game drops one. And there are only 2 shops that sell them. One of them is locked behind Song of the Elves, and that's completely out of the question for our account at the moment. And the other, located close by, is a bit more reasonable. That only requires partial completion of Regicide, which means we need to do the Underground Pass, Biohazard, and Plague City. Yeah, you caught me. I came back to the money pyramid. I know we've got enough money to buy the Mystic Bottoms and the Adamant Halberd, but I was kind of getting used to having money and I wanted to buffer it back up, so this will cover it. Now time to do some quests. Plague City completed. Biohazard completed. Underground Pass completed. It honestly wasn't that bad, except here. Fuck that place. We've done enough for this quest now to think we can now buy the halberd. Sweet. Right, I'm going to check out this quest. I've done enough questing for one day. And we're back here spending more money, all because I said before, oh, you might not get the step. Well, we did. So there we go. Was doing Underground Pass really worth it? You might be thinking, what on earth are you doing in the wilderness and in multi? Well, don't worry, I am in a free-to-play world, but we've got a step that requires a steel square shield. And these were pretty much all I could find, killing bandits in the wilderness. Shit, awful, terrible. But hey, we've unlocked Varlamore. We don't need to go there for anything other than the clue at the moment, but it'll definitely be nice in the future. Nice. Is that 2 in 1? Oh my god. Tell me I'm the most beautiful unicorn you've ever seen. A strange thing I've noticed here after killing all these guards. Have you ever killed a female guard? The head animation is completely fucked up, whereas the male animation is fine. It's so weird. Boom. We're done! 5 out of 5. And with that final unique, we have finished the mediums grind. We killed 2,448 guards for a total of 17 caskets. I'm sorry this episode took so long, but as you can tell, this one took a while. We are now 13% of the way through the easy tier, and the progress this episode has been massive. Before I go, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone in the Task Clan. They've all been super helpful. And as always, if you enjoy the content, please subscribe, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Peace.